Broadway.
Autumn.
Is
that your real name?
Yes, sir.
Sure you don't want to change that?
Well, if you give me the job, I'll change it.
But they're dead wrong. I know they are. 'Cause I can play this here guitar on Broadway. No, 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 no.
You were in the Wiz?
Mr. Gideon, I've never been in the Wiz or any show in my life. I had to put something on the card. I really need a job, so I lied.
It's all right, Rima. I lie all the time myself.
Anti-Afro Svengalis. Let me tell you why I played this clip from the movie All That Jazz. This is late 70s, a movie based on the life of Bob Fosse, renowned Broadway choreographer, producer / director. You saw there was a meeting of the minds with the sister. She told him, I lied, I need a job. And guess what he said? You heard him. That's okay, I lie all the time myself. It's all good with these two. She went on and did a great job. Check out the movie, it's great. Very entertaining. Here's what I want to emphasize. When there is no meeting of the minds, problems result. And I wanted to address one of those problems. It comes in the form of a request. Here goes. To those who choose to go into these demon chats with these demon hosts, and let me put a stop on it and specify what I mean by demon chats and demon hosts. Those who insist on going on panels, sitting in chats, and engaging in any behavior that's illegal, that violates YouTube regulations, and to the demon host who allow it, who support it, who know that information is there and they do nothing about it. That's what I'm describing as demon host and demon chats. And often you see these demon hosts trying to lure you in by being nice and mentioning your name. And I never really trusted that. I always dipped the second they showed their true colors, but this is what they do. They try to act nice. So when you go to the chat, then they start encouraging, perpetuating, allowing, and endorsing behaviors that I just described, illegal, against YouTube policy. Here's what I want to request specifically as it pertains to me. And I've already addressed this with several people behind the scenes. If this content has anything to do with me, personally, specifically, my request is that you ignore it. Do not defend me. Do not protest. Do not make any declarations on my behalf. Do not address it. Also, do not react or respond or provide any answers that the demon host or the demon chat is asking you about me. Now, of course, I'm not talking about anything personal that it's in confidence, because I'm not even worried about you all saying anything like that. I'm just talking about in general. Don't provide the information. Do not expend your energy getting upset and or defending me. Let me explain why I'm saying this. Since I don't venture to those demon chats where they love to claim, because we get the clips, that, and I'm going to again stick with myself for the time being, where I am irrelevant. They have all these names they want to call, whatever they're saying. Whatever, washed up, old, I'm this, all of these things. I've fallen from the sky, you name it. They come up with all these characterizations. However, they continue to talk about me. They continue to reference me. They continue to post information about me in these demon chats. So what is happening? Since I'm not there, they're simply looking for a new target. And the new target or targets would be those who have not joined in on the attacks, are those who very clearly support me, It would be those who are even neutral, innocent bystanders. They are looking for new targets of attack because I'm not giving them what they want. I'm not there. I'm not going to be going there. They know unequivocally what they say does not cause me like, oh my God, I'm stressed out, I'm upset. They're looking for someone to demonstrate that. So that is why they are targeting people in the categories I just mentioned. Then from there, it moves over to attacking you personally. When I say you who I'm referring to. Go wherever you want to go. I am just asking, don't involve yourselves in defending me, in protesting, expressing outrage in response to anything said, because the goal is to set you up for attack. Now, there are only a few live streams where hosts don't tolerate that, where hosts don't allow that. And those will be the places that I'll go. It's not going to matter what anyone says about me who I don't rock with, but this is what happens. They follow me over into those spaces, and this is where they continue to try and harass the host who don't tolerate that. So just keep in mind, the more you go to these spaces and protest and defend me, the more they're going to set you up to be the target in their live streams because they have no original content. So they have to continue to focus on me, and I will expand it because it's true to Rev G, to others who are not there. Those who go there will become the new target. Keep in mind, having a reaction, getting upset, because we're all human. Different things upset different people. You are giving them satisfaction. And my motto is I aim to deny any demon any satisfaction. Although you may not mean to, by default, you're giving them satisfaction based on your reaction. This is why I cut out of those spaces. And I think among the most ridiculous things I have ever heard, ever, being on YouTube, is when I cut out of a space. I want nothing to do with the chat, the host, or anyone there. I'm going to go back there under a fake name and fight with them. Are you serious? Everyone has seen my response. Once I know someone is abusive, I get the hell away from them. They are the ones who continue to track me down and stalk me all over YouTube. They come up with all these claims because they want to continue to have some connection. And when I'm not there, and when Rev G's not there, and when others of us aren't there, they're going to see who they can target and harass and make these disparaging, threatening, and harassing comments to. Their goal is to get you upset, bent out of shape. Now, let me tell you what my strategy is, because I wouldn't just simply toodaloo. If and when these episodes occur and they violate the law or they violate YouTube policy, trust and believe I'm going to report it. Let's say there is no violation because we have free speech. I'm not going to even give it a second thought. But let me tell you what happens when I don't even give it a reaction or a second thought. There is an escalation. And we always get wind of these escalations when they indeed cross the legal line or they violate YouTube policies, and that's when I'm going to report. I can assure you of one thing. I'm going to go back as far as I can go to find videos. I don't care if it's 2 years ago. I don't care if it's 3 years ago. If my content is on any of these channels, I'm going to strike the video. There's already been 3 videos that have come down. I don't give a crap who's upset about it. I don't care if I went back 2 or 3 years to get it. I'm just refusing to be used for content on these channels in violation of YouTube regulation. Now, if they're using the content and it's within YouTube guidelines and regulations, or it's not violating any laws, I'm not going to make up something. It just falls within the regulations and I'm going to move on. But that's never good enough. Not for the demons, it's not. They are looking for a reaction. But how's this for a reaction? In line with YouTube policies, demon hosts bear full and complete responsibility for everything that appears on their channel. So if the demon host want to sacrifice for the demon chatters, that's their business. And if it's copyright, I will take it to copyright claims court/board. It'll cost me money, but it'll cost you money as well. So I don't have any pity, sympathy, anything. I feel nothing. If any of the content is in these demon chats, I'm going to file complaints with YouTube. YouTube, of course, will decide what occurs. Even if someone sends a live stream later on, the link is there. The timestamps are always given. So that is my approach. Again, I would strongly discourage you from wasting your time arguing, battling, protesting, showing outrage. You are only helping these evil doers to promote evil deeds on their channels because they don't have any other content. I'm not even going to mention the name. They're trying to get me to get involved with this other crap. I'm not going to get involved with what they want me to be involved with. I'm going to get involved with what I want to get involved with. That's how that works. So they can say whatever they want. If it's against YouTube regulations, I'm going to put a complaint in. And I have a lot of videos to go through. They couldn't generate content on their own to save their lives. This is why they keep talking about irrelevant people such as myself and Rev G and others who are supporters or friends or even innocent bystanders. Let me reemphasize, everyone is an adult because this is an all-adult space. The videos that we post here, make your own decisions, but don't kid yourself into thinking giving feedback is going to result in any logical exchange, that it's going to make any impact other than them being satisfied that they're getting a reaction out of you. Again, if you want to give them a reaction, give them a reaction. I'm just asking that it not be based on what is said about me. I'm not being ungrateful. I very much appreciate when people stand up and speak out, but in this instance, very specifically, it's to set those up who continue to go into these demon chats, who are non-hostile to me, to Rev G, to our friends and supporters. They're only using you as their new target. That's all they're doing because they know they're not going to get anything out of me. If I give something, it's going to be on my terms. If I give a response, it won't be on their terms. They are placing you in a situation, and again, you is who it applies to, for you to be reactive on their terms, and that's where they benefit. They're collecting money. They're doing all these things. They get satisfaction. I cannot emphasize enough to you how important it is to me, and I will continue to maintain this position. I aim to deny all demons. You will not get satisfaction. Not one bit of satisfaction out of any response that I give. True to form, they get all bent out of shape. They get bent out of shape, although they're talking all this shit about us, our families, our friends, making up all these lies. Let them make up the lies. They're going to keep escalating until they cross the line. And this is what happens when they cross the line. They're going to sacrifice their channel. What idiots to sit here and let these demons sit in their chat and violate YouTube regulations. They've been used to treating each other like garbage, and they really are expecting me to allow that to happen. It's not going to happen. I will continue to allow them to think that what they're getting away with is not going to have any consequences. They're going to wake up one morning and see what? An unpleasant surprise, because I'm going to go back as far as I can go back, and I'm going to find videos where they use my content or violated any YouTube regulations, and I'm going to send complaints in. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the legal method. They're not going to force me out into a situation like Carrie Ann, like Mona, aka the Social Security bandit, acting a fool on YouTube, putting myself in a position to lose any payment source benefit. That will not happen. I have a right to be here on YouTube according to YouTube's regulations, according to YouTube guidelines. And part of YouTube guidelines states very specifically to report to them if you notice any violations of their policy. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Again, don't even concern yourself with trying to defend me. I will address the issue if it needs to be addressed. Otherwise, protect yourself and don't allow these demons to get you worked up and put in a position for you to be their target, because I'm not there. I also wanted to address a situation involving Carrie Ann. I have some very strong views about all that went down with Carrie Ann and her getting suspended slash fired. But this video is now beyond 15 minutes. So I'm going to post another video addressing that issue. In the meantime, you know the drill. Buyer beware.